Suzuki is literally on a charge. Not only has it electrified its entire range, but it has also expanded it, albeit with more than a little help from its technical collaborator Toyota. Launched in 2020, the Swace was the second model of that partnership, this curiously named model borrowing the design of the familiar, respected Toyota Corolla Touring Sports estate to give the Suzuki brand an entrant into the lucrative C-sector compact estate sector. Now this car's been updated with a punchier hybrid engine, more equipment and an improved cabin. Is it convincing enough to win Suzuki some new friends? As before, Swace only offered the smaller of the two hybrid engines available in this car's Toyota Corolla donor model, but that's the unit most customers of this Suzuki would want anyway. The 1.8 litre VVTi full hybrid power plant in question has been changed quite a lot as part of this update. Its electric motor output boosted from 53 kilowatts to 70 kilowatts, a 23 horsepower change that's increased torque from 163 to 185 newton meters. As a result, the Swace will in this form feel usefully more responsive should you come to it from the older version. The 0 to 62 mile an hour time has consequently dropped from 11.1 to 9.4 seconds. The engine's power output is 96 horsepower at 5,200 RPM, but taking the electric motor's contribution into account, the combined system output is 140 horsepower, up from 122 horsepower previously. As before, top speed is pegged at 111 miles an hour, and drive is through a CVT auto gearbox bereft of paddle shifters. Visual changes to this updated Swace are slight. A few exterior styling tweaks and some different lighting finishes, that's about it. Otherwise, it's as you were, which means it's an almost carbon copy of its Toyota Corolla Touring Sports donor model. As before, unlike its Corolla cousin, this Swace is only available as an estate. Moving inside, the Swace continues to offer little differences over its Corolla cousin, apart from the badge on the steering wheel and Swace branding on the mats. There are no differences otherwise. Still, perhaps that's a good thing because it means that this upgraded design gets the much improved standard of media connectivity that Toyota's lately introduced into its version of this model. The centre screen is still a modest 8 inches in size, unlike the 10.5-inch screen now fitted to the Corolla, but it's now of higher definition and includes Apple CarPlay wireless smartphone mirroring. For the instrument binnacle, there's an upgraded central 7-inch multi-information display. What else? Well, the cabin ambience just about matches what you'd expect for the asking price, helped by shiny black finishing, white stitching and silver detailing. These touches, along with soft touch plastics, help lift the ambience of a slightly dark interior. As before, there's a pretty exemplary, fairly high set driving position, which sees almost everything falling naturally to hand. Let's take a look in the rear. As before, it's fairly tight space-wise by class standards back here, both in terms of leg and headroom. Restrictions rather emphasised by the way the curved roof lining slopes down ahead and to the side of you. Out back, there's a class competitive 596 litre boot. That's better than a Ford Focus Estate, 575 litres, but way short of the class leading Skoda Octavia Estate, 640 litres. The rear seat can be flattened in a 60-40 split by using these cargo sidewall catches, which creates a total loading space of up to 1,232 litres. The hybrid system fitted to the Swace gives reasonably impressive fuel economy and running costs without the need for plugging in. The combined fuel economy figure is up to 62.7 mpg according to WLTP figures, with emissions of just 102 grams per kilometre. Obviously, you'll need to default to the eco driving mode, which moderates throttle response and engine power output while tweaking the climate control. Plus, you'll also need to keep the gear stick in B rather than D to maximise regenerative braking. You'll also want to keep the power meter needle hovering in the charge and eco sections rather than the power segment. As with Toyota hybrids, there's an available EV button that's supposed to fix the car in electrified motion. In reality though, you'll find that the batteries are hardly ever charged up enough for you to be able to use this feature. One area where Suzuki does drastically differ from the Toyota equivalent is with its warranty, only offering a 3-year 60,000 mile warranty as opposed to the package you get with the Corolla, which can be extended up to 10 years. It might seem odd that Suzuki, often previously such an innovative manufacturer, would merely rebadge a Toyota to widen its electrified model offering. This technology, though, demands years of experience and huge investment. Should Suzuki have made its customers wait for full hybrid tech, then charge them richly for it? Or use proven tech from an established partner, allowing them to bring this engineering quickly to market at a relatively affordable price? You can see why the second approach makes more sense, and this Swace model fully embraces it, especially in this updated form. For the money that you'd spend to get mild hybrid tech that makes hardly any difference to running costs on comparable estate versions of the Golf, the Focus, the Leon and the Octavia, here you get a full hybrid powertrain that can, in contrast, run at times exclusively on full electric power, so delivering significantly lower running costs, and all at better value pricing than this car's Toyota clone can offer. If that makes sense to you, then this car might too.